What if Yuta Okotsu didn't have Rika? Would he be out here calling for help, or would he still be a force to be reckoned with? Let's talk about it. So before we can talk about how strong Okotsu would be without Rika, we need to first set the stage and talk about what she brings to the picture. And this video will be anime friendly for the most part, but I will need to talk about a couple of feats and data points from later on in the manga, but they will be just that, data points without any narrative context surrounding it. Alright, so the first thing we need to talk about is that the Rika as she currently exists is not the same as the Rika that existed in Jujutsu Kaisen 0. Obviously, if you've seen that movie, we know that the curse was lifted and Rika got to pass on. And the, idea we're left with at the end of that movie is that Okotsu just no longer has Rika. However, as you saw at the end of season 2 of the anime, Rika is back. And this is one of these slight spoilers from later on in the manga, but we come to find out that this Rika that still exists was essentially a gift left to Okotsu by the real Rika when she passed on. And this Rika basically serves as a vessel for not only a source of cursed energy for Okotsu, but also a source for his copied curse techniques. So you can think of this new Rika as functionally the exact same, however there is a limit on this new Rika. Okotsu can only fully manifest her for 5 minutes at a time now. So with this Rika, Okotsu gets the benefits of a massive well of cursed energy, he gets access to a storage system for both curse tools and his copied curse techniques, and on top of that, Rika herself is equivalent to a special grade curse spirit, able to act and think and fight on her own. This is a massive, massive boon to Okotsu. Rika is the reason that he is labeled a special grade sorcerer. So how would he fare without Rika? Well, the first thing we need to talk about is his curse technique itself, the copy ability. There's some speculation out there that Okotsu wouldn't be able to copy at all if not for Rika, that he only has that ability because of her. And that's because we have never seen him use a copied curse technique unless Rika is out. And on top of that, just like we were talking about earlier, she is the reason he can store so many copied curse techniques, because the normal human brain can only store about 3 or 4 max, it's been speculated. So without Rika, he is severely, severely nerfed and may not have that curse technique at all, because in the JJK fanbook, when Okotsu is being talked about, his curse technique is listed as Rika and not as copy. But this is one of those things that maybe shifted over time since JJK 0 originated as a one-shot, so maybe his innate technique is indeed copy and he can do that without Rika. But again, even if he can, he's only going to be able to copy 1-2 techniques maximum. However, even with all of that considered, Okotsu is still no slouch. Even without Rika, his cursed energy reserves are massive, second in the verse only to Sukuna. And considering a lot of general combat in JJK is about cursed energy reinforcement for both defense and offense, he can be a powerhouse even without Rika or a curse technique. And to speak to this prowess, we have seen Okotsu defeat a special grade curse spirit not using any curse techniques or Rika at all. And to complement these combat skills, Okotsu is literally one of the greatest RCT users in the verse. He is one of 3 people that we have seen able to heal others with RCT. This is an insane feat, and it's something he was able to just essentially do naturally with no training. So without Rika, Okotsu is basically a far more talented Kusakabe, and no offense Kusakabe, but he's also got vastly more cursed energy and the ability to perform reverse curse technique. And Kusakabe is a grade 1 sorcerer. So for me, Okotsu would easily be a grade 1 sorcerer without Rika. I don't think he could get all the way back to special grade, considering the definition we're given for special grade is able to take over a country by themselves. And without a real curse technique, or even if he does have the weakened copy, I don't see Okotsu being able to do that. But being a grade 1 sorcerer is no slouch. So y'all, that's my 2 cents on it. Definitely drop me a line in the comments and let me know what your thoughts on this are. And finally, special shout out to Dorian for the sponsor question today. I will see you guys in the next one.